In the year 2022, last year, I got my very first Dreamcast. I done a video at the time basically showcasing some of the mods that I made as well as refurbing and retrobrighting the console. Since then, in that year's time, I have made some further modifications and had a bit more experience with the Dreamcast. And I've got to say, I am thoroughly impressed with some of the games I have played, and I feel like I've missed out a ton. So in this video, I'm going to showcase some of the mods that I've installed in the last year, one new mod that I've installed recently enough, and show you some of the games that I've enjoyed playing. So here we are, a year later, opening the Dreamcast back up. Now I originally installed the GDMU board as well as the power LED. I switched that out for the amber to the blue. Over the course of the last year, I've also installed the controller port LEDs as well as a blue LED for the fan. So I'm just powering on here just to kind of give everything a quick test. As you can see here, the glue that was used to connect the LEDs to the controller port have actually come loose, so we'll need to fix that up. This is my wee box of goodies. This has got all my wee parts and stuff in it. I absolutely love this box. This is my Geek Out box. But the plan is here to install the JQ6500, I believe it's called. I'll throw a link down below. I was going to install a power switch, but saw sense in the end. Basically, when you get this board and you plug it in, you basically need to flash the sound clip to it. When you plug it in, you'll have this wee program. You throw the clip on, and then that's pretty much it sorted. Now, it was actually when I'd done all the wiring that I realised I'd somehow managed to solder and wire it all backwards. So this is the actual diagram to follow. So don't pay attention to me, this is what you pay attention to. For the speaker, I used a speaker out of an old DS console, which actually worked pretty well. And here's a close-up in the mod installed. So with that mod installed, I put everything back together, only to realise that my controller was no longer working. So without a memory card, it was working fine. See it moving there? Everything's fine. When I put in the memory card, or the VMU, it completely shuts down. I switch off, then nothing. So it's now time to take it back apart. So there's a wee fuse here labelled F1. I've replaced it with a red LED just to kind of bridge it. This is just to kind of show you where it is. This is a common problem with the Dreamcast, where these fuses and capacitors tend to go fairly quickly. I got a wee replacement kit here for eBay. I'll throw a link down below. This has got the fuse, the resettable fuse, it's got a capacitor, it's got an LED, and it has a battery holder as well. The only pain in the arse is that I have to take the whole thing apart to get to the controller port board. So I have to undo all the soldering and fix the fucking board. Here we go. So usually taking out the power board is straightforward enough in my case here, since I've used the 3.3 in the ground. I've basically melted a bit of the plastic and it's made it a bit more awkward to get off, so with a bit of kind of love and attention here, I was finally able to kind of free it. So once that's out, you take out the controller port, and here I am changing over the capacitor, the resistor, and also installing the wee battery clip, so this makes it easier to switch out the clock battery. And now it's all put back together, we'll throw it in for a quick test here. And as you can see, everything seems to be working fine again. So delighted with how that's all turned out. So now it's time to reconnect everything, solder all the points back together, and get this thing up and running, closed, and time to play some games. I don't know if it's even necessary, but it's fucking amazing. So now it's all up and running, everything's looking good. We're going to play some games here, and these are a few games that I have loved playing over the last year. So hope you enjoy.